Right, welcome back to another video. As you can see, it's a new kind of location. It's actually the grooming room where my cat and guinea pigs live. I don't really have a certain topic to discuss in this week's video, so I thought I'd just do a video on me cleaning out their cage. They're due a cage clean again, like every week. So I said, why not? So yeah, I thought I would address little Betty, the guinea pig that had the respiratory infection, and we treated it, and it came back again. So I don't know whether it's because she's older. She's 5. I'm still 100% sure if she's turned 5 this year or if she's actually turning 6. I don't actually know that. But she's obviously definitely the oldest, obviously, of the other two I have. The other two are 1 years of age. So I rang up the vet and explained my situation. They had no appointment for me that day. It was the day I really noticed her struggling, and they had no, they were booked up. I couldn't bring her in. But she did recommend that we do a 2-week course of the medication, Baytril, to really kick the infection out. I don't know how she got it a second time. That's why I'm a bit worried about me treating it and putting her on this medication for it to come back around again after being on medication for 2 weeks. She's on it twice a day. She would do it again this evening. I've already given it to her this morning. I currently have them, it was kind of in and out with rain, but it's not too bad now. I have them in the outdoor pen in some grass. I thought getting her out of the dusty room would do her good.
Now, stay there, please. Stay there. So there's Winnie, and I believe, Agnes is right in the house. She's the more timid one. If it focuses, I don't think it will focus, will it? Ooh, here she is.
So yeah, here is the enclosure. So this side of the cage gets peed on the most, as you can see from stains that I no longer can get rid of anymore. This is the Midwest liner from the Midwest cage. This is a shower curtain. So anyone who is not in America that doesn't have chloroplast, shower liner, curtain liner, bath liner, whatever, is amazing. But that's what they did to it there this morning, which was brilliant. But yeah, as you can see, I am currently using hay bags. I've got rid of the litter boxes just because it was getting too dusty and too much hay and everything. So I'm going to continue staying with the hay bags, and I'm going to now start spraying it with water, and hopefully this will help Betty and her breathing a lot more. I really hope so. But yeah, a bit dark in here, I'm sorry. There's a light on, but not doing a whole lot. But yeah, this is it. I'm going to continue removing everything else in here. So it's a bare cage, and I'll have it sprayed down. So I'll show you then the next clip of this whole cage being bare and sprayed down. Because I'm just not able to document every single step live because I have nowhere to put the phone. So I'll show you the next step then of all the blankets out and the bedding out, and it's all cleaned out and sprayed down. And then I'll then start adding in the bedding then once I feel like the room has been aired out enough. But yeah. Now, so I have just taken everything out. I moved down the curtain liner down because where they chewed on it. So I've kind of tried to tuck it in as best as I could. There's still a lot of room. Like this, it's still quite long, so it was okay. It smells like a Chippers right now. Oh my god, the smell of vinegar is unreal. So yeah, I'm letting it soak in, and I'm going to rub it in then in a sec with the paper towel. Doing a bit more digging and googling. It looks like spraying water on your hay can actually lead it to go moldy and can make your guinea pig more sick. So I'm deciding not to wet the hay down, as it's actually going to make them more sick, so there's kind of no point. So I am now thinking, will I just save up more money and just get Timothy hay more in bulk, as I mainly use meadow hay as of right now because it is more affordable. But due to her having issues with breathing, I'm going to have to switch to Timothy. And I'm also going to get them to be nearly all, like most days of the week, I'm going to have to go out and hand pick grass so that they can graze on grass in the cage as well as timothy hay. I'm going to use up what hay I have, but I am going to take it out of the plastic, bring it outside, and I'm going to shake the dust out of it as best as I can and put it back in the container. So yeah, I'm just going to do all that first. But for now, I'm just going to get this cage set up for them. I'll have to put something in here for them to nibble on while I get rid of the dust out of the main hay, because I can't leave them out in the outside pen unsupervised for too long, because it's a bit dangerous. But yeah, we'll continue on. Cannot stand the smell of vinegar. Oh my god. So yeah, cage is all sorted. This is kind of the setup now. So I've stopped using the hay bags just because there is like so much residue and dust of hay in it, and old hay, so I've stopped using them. This way I now have space for more hides and tunnels for them to have fun in, which will keep Betty active, which is really good. Everything basically does, like, it's all fresh fleece, so there's no hay on anything. And for the moment, until I can go hand pick some grass, I have some timothy hay. I'm not going to be able to completely remove dust out of it, but it is definitely less dusty than meadow hay that I usually give them. It's not that big of a pile, I'm well aware of that. But the issue is I don't have much left in the bag, because my plan always was to mainly use meadow hay and get a small bag of timothy hay because it's more pricier, and mix it through it so they kind of have a selection. But now I could be putting them only on timothy hay. It means I don't actually have enough to do that right now. So I'm starting off with a small amount. I'm going to get some grass in the garden, pull it up and put some here as well. And I'm actually going to sprinkle some forage mix through it as well, so they have extra kind of things to chew on for their teeth. Like, I know timothy hay enough anyway is good for their teeth. But yeah, a little mixture of forage mix, which they love this. And I'll sprinkle all in there. So that'll keep them going. I'm hoping they actually turn to using the toys. They've never done it. They kind of have no interest in the toys. So I'm hoping they might start doing that. And I'll be obviously making sure that they always get their, especially with Betty, getting her usual vitamin C treat, which is in the little jar there, along with obviously the veggies and peppers and everything. I will start pulling up grass soon, and I will also get some money aside and start buying bags of timothy hay. So that is kind of the plan. But any other recommendations of what else I can put them on, I'm open to suggestions. I am going to shake the crap out of the meadow hay and continue using it, but obviously making it less dusty, hopefully. But yeah, this is kind of it. I am continuing on to use like toilet rolls, and I'll actually stuff it with the timothy hay, so it's in smaller amounts, so it's not a big massive pile that will gather dust and she'll get chesty on it. So I'm going to do like 1 or 2 toilet rolls on either side of the cage, stuffed with a handful of meadow hay, so it's in smaller amounts, and she'll still be able to enjoy it, but just it not being so much at once, so hopefully that makes sense. But again, any other recommendations, I'm open to it. I'm not happy myself with how small that pile of hay is, but I'm just going to see how they do, how much they actually eat of it, and I'll increase it from there. She's definitely going to eat the most because she just sits in it all the time, so that's the only worry. But yeah, I'll go get them now and put them in, and you can go see them and everything. I'm going to get a bit of cardboard for here, because poo always, when they sit here and the bottom sits on the edge, the poo rolls down here and falls on the ground. So I'm going to get a bit of cardboard and just stick it here to basically keep the poo in. But yeah, I'm going to go get them there now. They're still happy grazing. And I'm going to try there's some piles of hay dust and dog fur in corners I need to get rid of. Make this room a little bit more clean and dust free. And I'm going to have to eventually empty this out, because I'm actually stop using shavings now, since I don't need bedding of any kind anymore. They don't need it. She definitely doesn't need it. And I'm going to sort out the hay situation as well. So that's the timothy hay I'm using. Science Selective. But as you can see, it's just I would need the bigger bag.
So hi, I'm after forgetting to do an actual end of this video. I never showed them actually in the cage when I cleaned it all up. I'm so sorry. But I want to give you kind of an update that I believe I have a new home for Betty. I know this kind of has turned a massive turn of events, but a new home that has a single senior guinea pig that I think she'll get along with really well, because I don't think my home is suitable. Another third member might come around eventually in the future, but as of right now, it'll only be Agnes and Winnie going forward. So yeah, I am going to miss her greatly, but it is the best decision. But yeah, bye.